Hi, I'm Fred Morganthall. Food, as you can imagine, is a pretty important part of my life. One of my passions when I'm at home is cooking. Throughout the years, I've had the opportunity to create and prepare many recipes. Some of the simplest, most inexpensive, and easy to prepare recipes have become my family's favorites, and I'd like to share them with you. I call this recipe Super Easy Scalloped Potatoes. Now, the base for this recipe is Harris Teeter scalloped potato mix. Now, you can use Betty Crocker scalloped potatoes if you wish, or you have those in the house, but my whole idea here is to save money. So the first thing we're going to do is take the package mix from the scalloped potatoes and put it in a bowl. The next thing we're going to do is pour 1 2/3 cup hot water over the sauce mix to begin creating the sauce. So we're going to whisk it and make sure they're well stirred together, because what you don't want to do is have this sauce mix cakey and clinging to the potatoes individually. What you really want is to be a nice sauce. So we've got that pretty well mixed together. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in a tablespoon of butter. And again, we're going to whisk that while it's still warm so that the butter melts thoroughly into the sauce mix. This doesn't take long. This is probably 30 seconds of whisking. Once that's combined, we're going to add 1 cup of Harris Teeter half and half. That's what begins to add the richness to this recipe. We've got that whisked together. The sauce mix, the boiling water, the butter, and the cream, half and half. And we're going to put that aside. The next step is to take a 2-quart baking dish, and we're going to spray it with cooking spray. This keeps it from sticking and makes it an easy cleanup process. We're going to layer in about half of the dried potatoes. Put it in the bottom of the baking dish, and then we're going to add 4 ounces of Swiss cheese. Now, you can either use shredded Swiss cheese, this is Harris Teeter shredded Swiss cheese, or you can use Gruyere cheese sold in the deli bakery and shred that at home yourself. That again just adds a little more flavor, a little more richness, and something you just wouldn't find normally in a scalloped potato mix. The next step is we place the remaining dried potatoes into the baking dish and just spread them out so that they're laying flat. Then we're going to finish that with the remaining 4 ounces of Swiss cheese for a total of 8 ounces of Swiss cheese. Set to go there. Now, the last step is we take the sauce mix, which we started with originally, and we're going to spoon that in to the potato mixture to create the final dish. Now, I began doing this recipe probably 10 years ago, and I've been serving it for special occasions as well as just family dinners. The fun thing for me is it's been probably the recipe I've shared the most with friends and family. And most of them cheat. They try to pass it off as homemade. And as you can see, this is anything but homemade. But the cheese with the half and half really creates something unique. So now we're going to put it in the oven at 350 degrees for 50 minutes. And in 50 minutes, we're going to have super easy scalloped potatoes. I hope you enjoy my super easy scalloped potatoes recipe, and I hope you find this recipe a help in feeding your family very inexpensively. Thank you, and maybe I'll see you at my Harris Teeter.